listening to a special interview segment for the official podcast for WrestlingNewsSource.com.
Okay, folks, joining us on the show this week, he is former WWE superstar Brodus Clay, current TNA wrestler, the one and only Tyrus. Welcome to the show.
What's up, man? How you living?
Oh, we're doing great. How about yourself?
Maintaining.
That's always good. For all the information on Tyrus, you can follow him on Twitter at Brodus Clay. You can also visit his website, TyrusSmash.com, or you can follow him on Facebook, Facebook.com/TyrusSmash. So welcome to the show. We certainly love having you on here. You can currently be seen on Impact on Wednesdays on Destination America, and you've been there for coming up close to a year now. What was your main decision to go to TNA as opposed to somewhere like Ring of Honor, Lucha Underground, or even New Japan?
I was excited about the fact that it was a new network, and TNA was kind of having a relaunch, so it was a chance to be on something on the forefront. And I was looking to reestablish myself in the United States. Japan was always an option, and I wanted to be close to home for personal reasons, but it was a really good decision, and I'm having a good time, and I feel like I've definitely reinvented myself. So very happy with that decision.
Very cool stuff, and I know you all have recently been doing the tapings for Impact there. So what's the atmosphere like backstage? How's everyone feeling?
Everyone's great, man. Everyone's excited to perform, man. Anytime you get a chance to go out there and do your thing is always a good thing. We don't worry about negative comments or rumors or anything like that. We just go out and do what we can do, and that's wrestling. We got a great locker room here. Very
cool. Now I know that you had been originally scheduled to appear over at Global Force Wrestling for a time, but due to unforeseen circumstances, TNA decided to pull you back from that. What were your thoughts whenever you were told that?
At first, I was a little confused, but I didn't know what was going on. And as you can see, there was a storyline and the negotiation process going on, so it was just right place, wrong time. So in the future, maybe, but right now the two companies are working together, and that's just where it was at.
As a TNA wrestler, I'm curious how you view Ring of Honor. Do you view that as competition, or do you view those guys as someone because they're on the same channel, or do you view them more like a teammate sort of a thing?
Well, I think all wrestlers have a brotherhood. And as far as, always those guys work, they work their asses off. And it's a different style of wrestling than TNA. So variety is a slice of life, a little bit of everything for everybody. Me personally, I don't like the production. If I was going to have any criticism, I think the boys deserve better cameras and stuff like that and lighting, but that's just my opinion as a fan. Very dark show. But that's just me.
Very cool. I want to talk a little bit about your history. You are a former WWE superstar, and you had a WrestleMania match for WrestleMania 29 that was set. It unfortunately got bumped, and then you began a 365 to Redemption campaign to have a match the following year. And however, you were involved in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania 30, but I don't think it was what you had wanted. So what were your thoughts around that time?
It was it's a chapter of my career that probably I would rather forget. But it was you don't get many opportunities at WrestleMania, so to lose the match at WrestleMania was heartbreaking. I don't think I ever necessarily recovered from it. Emotionally, I think I was frustrated after that. To make it to the Battle Royal, it was Andre the Cup, so it's a great thing, and but it's not what, you actually set foot in the ring at WrestleMania, so I guess technically I had a match, but that doesn't make up for being featured the year before that. So it was a setback, and like I said, I don't really feel like I recovered, and definitely at that point, it was time for me to move on. I just don't think I could recover from it. The character could recover from it,
Mm-hmm.
The way the Brodus character debuted was sort of not sort of, it was pretty surprising because the way they had teased you for weeks and weeks and weeks as a monster, but as sort of the video packages they were presenting of you seemed very no nonsense, very not what we got with Brodus. Brodus was very much like a fun loving, awesome thing. Was that the intent all along, or did they switch it up on you before you debuted? Or
it literally it was a surprise, and when I heard about it, I asked if I could go spend some time with Dusty Rhodes to figure it out, and luckily for me, I had a great relationship with him, and me and him got together and we figured it out, and had some great support systems and some great guys, and we made it work. But that wasn't the original plan, but it threw me a curveball, and I think I hit a home run with it. And
I'd agree.
I look at it now as it was a great test, and it definitely put me out my comfort zone. But I'm very proud of it. I'm proud of Brodus Clay and Brontosaurus, and it's always going to be a part of my lineage. But I'm enjoying the opportunity to build Tyrus. I think I'm doing a good job with it.
Very cool. And you did mention that you worked with Dusty Rhodes backstage. What was, unfortunately he passed not too long ago. What was one of your greatest memories of Dusty Rhodes?
That day, me walking in there, not really being sure, and he comes out and plays moves like Jagger on the PA system, and him and I just danced around the ring in the Air Arena together for about 20 minutes, man, and it was I actually have a video of it, although he made me promise that we'll show the world. But
oh man,
it was a great day for me, and him and I figured out. He was always very supportive of me. Another time was when I was about 460 pounds. They told me I had to go to trunk, and so he showed up to work with his shirt off and walked around the back all the time, let me know like if he could do it, I could do it. He just was a great teacher. Even my last contract today was with WWE. I actually spent with him. I showed up to the Orlando Center, and I was going to roll around with Coach Lamont, but he was busy doing some stuff. So he was out there listening to some Neil Diamond, and went out there and sat with him and rolled around, and he talked to me about painting my canvas no matter what. And I had a great day with him. And then after that, so it was kind of a bittersweet, cool thing. And my last day with the WWE was with one of my favorite people on the planet. So great memories, great memories.
Yeah, very cool.
Do you and EC3 you guys are sort of packaged together? You're sort of like his muscle currently. Do you guys sort of bond over or have any conversation about how you guys felt like you were undervalued or misused in WWE and what you guys were doing?
You know what? We both don't really look back. We have a great personal friendship, and we have a brotherhood, and success is the best revenge. And we're the best 1-2 punch in wrestling right now, I would argue. And and being an enforcer for him is a cool thing. So I'm having fun, and people are taking notice, and it's just a good time, man. He's a great guy.
Very cool. Aside from Dusty Rhodes, who would you say has probably helped you out the most backstage in any promotion?
Oh God. Here at TNA without a second, Helmsley, man, the Hurricane, man. He's been like a great coach, and Arn Anderson spent so many years he would go soaking wet shirts with me in the ring. Mr. Mark Rotundo, Road Dogg, Dr. Tom Pritchard, Bill DeMont. The list goes on and on, but probably the most psychological influence on me was probably Arn Anderson. I didn't get to use a lot of his teaching stuff with the Brodus Clay character, but Tyrus is all double A in my mindset. So they always said, don't work like a big guy, just work big. And I've tried to emulate that.
Very nice. We did get a couple of listener questions. They were excited to hear that we'd be getting to talk to you. We got a question from Ryan asking, how cool was it being Snoop Dogg's security guard besides protecting him?
Well, first of all, bodyguard. Security guard wears a uniform and it has a keychain. So executive security, if you want to be, a jerk about it. But, it was cool. It was not... we just played music and we coached football, and watched his back and we do what we had to do. So I had a lot of fun, but it wasn't all like craziness. His kids were in school and playing sports, and he was trying to be a good dad and perform and stuff like that. So it was more just day-to-day operations, and just we had some crazy times sometimes, but all in all, it was a lot of fun.
Very cool. We do have some listeners across the pond who do want to know if you plan on attending or appearing over in the UK anytime soon.
Yeah, the UK has been my home away from home. I've probably been there more this year than anywhere else. I just got back to South Africa, but yeah, all promoters anywhere overseas. I'm coming up and going to Austria pretty soon, Switzerland. I'm actually heading to Japan at the end of August, so I'm excited about that. So I'm all over the place. Have match, will travel.
Well, we do like to know what are some things that maybe you do outside of the ring. Are you into video games, comic books? Are you a collector of anything?
I'm a big comic book guy. Planet Hulk, Abomination, Venom are my favorites. Movie buff. I'm an avid fish hobbyist. I love to fish things and stuff like that. I power lift at Hard Knocks South pretty much 4 days a week. Enjoy that. Love my NBA 2K. So I'm pretty much just a normal everyday guy, except when I'm not being Tyrus. But it's fun. I'm just a big kid at heart.
That's very cool. And you say you are a movie buff. You were actually in a horror film, No One Lives, a couple of years ago, and you got to have a death scene. How was it shooting the death scene? What did you think whenever you went back and watched it?
It was a lot of fun, a lot of blood, very cool. And I actually got some projects coming up in movies and stuff. So it was a great stepping stone for me.
Very cool. Any plans to venture out into the acting world once you decide to hang up the boots?
We just started working with Greg Gutfield on the Fox show, and that's kind of helped me in the world of stand-up and crack a joke. And I just debuted on that a couple weeks ago. And I continue to expand my game. My first focus was working on my craft and being the best Tyrus I can be. And now doors are opening up, and looking for Hollywood this coming fall and stuff like that. There's some projects there going on. So it's an exciting time to be Tyrus, an exciting time to be a wrestler, period. So, all the companies are popping up. So life is good.
Definitely. And we do have one more question for you before we let you go. And it's one of the favorites that I like to ask. Are there any on-the-road stories that you could tell? Any kind of personal experiences that you had on the road that not many people get to hear about?
Yeah, Heath Slater is the worst DJ in the history of traveling in the car.
Oh, really?
Every song has stories. We got a 5-hour, I love this song, man. This reminds me of my grandfather. And I was like, and it doesn't matter. And if he doesn't know the name of the song, he describes it to you. Hey, man, what's that one song about the girl who loves you? Bro, there's about 10 million of them. No, one where she, loves him. And then if you don't know, he's like, well, you don't know because you're stupid. And then I usually pull the car over and be like, what'd you say? I was just joking. She's leading more than nothing. So he's my favorite person in the world and also the one I hate the most. But, yeah, I was never a dull moment in the car with him.
A definite love-hate relationship.
Yes.
Well, very cool. Well, like I said, you can follow you on Twitter at Brodus Clay. You can also visit your website, TyrusSmash.com. You can go to Facebook.com/TyrusSmash as well. Thank you very much, and have fun at the tapings. We appreciate your time.
Well, thank you very much, man.
Thanks, Tyrus.
Have a good one.